Good day, guys. As you all know me, as a mentor, Nasdaq Ninja. So, guys, before I can continue, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload. So, guys, today we're going to talk about US30, German 30, NAS 100 as well. Understand? So we can actually start with NAS 100. So, yeah, guys, I know last week I didn't actually upload the weekly update. I just wanted to see you guys that can you do it on your own. So if you did very well on your own, please comment with whatever amount that you made last week so that I can hit you with the star. You understand? Because at the end of the day, guys, it's always advisable to do it on your own. It's like you teach someone to swim, you put bottles, you understand? In the village, you know how we used to learn how to swim. You understand? So once you see that he's about to get it correct, you just cut those bottles and then you see the person floating alone on the top of the water. You understand? So that's what I wanted to see. And I saw a lot of people showing me results. Like I told you guys, all I need is motivation. So understand what I want to see what I'm doing. Is it profitable or it's something that I'm just wasting my time? But I saw others showing me their setup. I could even understand the market based on their setup. It's like now you guys can actually analyze for me. I'll just sit there and be looking at your analysis. I'll be like, yeah, this is what I actually want. You understand? But at the end of the day, tell me whatever you made. If you have my WhatsApp, remember my WhatsApp on description. Just send me the profit that you have made so that I can give you a star, man. You can see where you're going. Understand? So yeah, let's get it done, guys. Let's get it done. So what you do here, you go to the highest time frame. I saw someone actually having a YouTube channel now, teaching like I teach. I'll be like, this is what I want to create. I'm telling you, he'll be telling others. We can't have same people, same subscribers. Shout out to the person. Understand? If it's you, shout out to you, my G. You understand? So here, what you're gonna do, you're gonna create your highest point and your lowest point. One thing that I know about the market wasn't gonna just move like this until new high. So there's a higher probabilities of the market coming back here for just a retest, but the market can create its own retest somewhere around here. So selling opportunities, I think they are still there, you understand? Because at the end of the day, the market has to play around. Like the market can never just come here and then move at the highest time frame and then move at the top side. You understand? It has to do certain like patterns, maybe come here, do a double bottom, or at the end of the day, does a falling wedge. The next thing it moves to the top side. Understand? So remember this trend line, we're done with it. Now we're going to focus on the current trend line. It's very important to know about it. So I've been drawing that trend line so that you get to understand it and don't forget to draw it. But now it's not like we are forgetting to draw it. We have a new trend line that we need to consider. We have to forget about this trend line and focus on this trend line. And the other thing I saw, people are drawing trend lines like this. You know why you're drawing trend lines like this? You're forcing the market to reverse. So we don't do that. We draw from the peaks of them. Understand? On the weeks, we put them on the weeks, and then we do the same thing at the top side, so that when the market touches at that right point, the market can reverse at its own time. Understand? Because if you wanna force it, it won't reverse. It will just blow your account. So we don't force the market. We follow what the market tells us. As always, I tell you guys. So here we can see this is a support that is so possible that we can reach for now. We can actually aim for this one. So the market can reach this support like this. Let me show you how. So it can play around here, come here, come here. Then once it comes here, remember this is a third touch. That's when we're gonna start moving to the top. I think now you guys saw something. Understand? You saw something that you can actually use. Understand? So this is how it is. So let's quickly go to a daily time frame and see what is it that we actually see on a daily time frame. So on a daily time frame, what I see is I just see a perfect reversal happening somewhere here, because that's where there is a demand. You understand? That's where the market started giving us a bigger movement to the top side. So that's where I believe that the market can start giving us buys at. So at the end of the day here, if you can check, we have a certain resistance. We can buy today, you understand? We can have those buys, a little bit of them. We have sort of resistance. So if you want to buy today, just buy on top of this resistance here. Not actually this support though, but this resistance, you understand? So even this support is actually valid as well, but the market is playing around here. So somehow it's risky for us to be taking trade at this certain point, because obviously the market will want to go there. Obviously the market is not a freeway. It's not going to just sell to the bottom side like that. It has to be creating something that will actually advises us when to take our entry point. You understand? Remember with the strategy called major key, guys. Major key, you just do it from here. Once it breaks out, retest, go to the bottom. It always retests. So there's a higher probabilities of the market coming back and retesting. So let's fix this side, and then let's draw our possible resistance whereby the market can reach. You understand? So the market it's on a support. So it's possible for it to go back to the top. Possible. We'll see once we get in deeper with it. So here we have a support here, a possible support that can make the market to reverse. So it means today we might look for buying opportunities due to the market. You can see it once created a buy, so the market here might decide to do a certain movement like this and then come somewhere around here because there's a be trend line, break this one and then play around. But remember, we don't like giving the market direction. That's what I don't wanna do. So at the end of the day here, what you have to focus is the only place that can give us a long-term trade. Understand? If we don't touch this trend line anytime soon, then we're not gonna have any long-term trade anytime soon. Understand? So that's what I want us to understand each other on. So here you can get the point here. Let's actually adjust this one. And then we adjust it very well. Understand? So that it can go to the top. So it becomes so early to reach. Understand? We're not forcing it. We're just going based on those touches. Understand? So, and then here we can come and create something like this, a trend line. It's very important, guys, very important. Don't get me wrong. It's very important. So let's come again, create another one here. You can see how it is. It's not yet valid because now we don't have the top creations, you understand? But that's a trend line. You can see first touch, second touch, third touch there. It's a possible trend line, but the market can play around until here. But once it breaks it means we are looking for a long-term trade. Even if the market can start moving here and go to the top, it'll still come back here. So here it's a higher probability of the market coming back and creating a third touch. Go to the past, back test and see what happened. You understand? So let's go to H4 and see what's happening on an H4 time frame. So on an H4 time frame, we can see this place is actually keeping the market bullish, but bearish, but I believe that at this certain position, we have to get like few of the buys. You understand why? Because the market at this certain position once actually made a bigger movement here. You can see here it gave us a bigger buy. So probabilities of us getting a buy here are high. So what we're gonna do here is we can create a trend line like this. And we say if you break out this trend line and close outside, we're entering our buys. Understand? I'm not so comfortable with sells. Understand? That is why I'm not actually into them. I will wait for the market to reach here because sellers have buys, but buys don't have sells. When it's time to buy, we don't have sells, but when it's time to sell, buys take you out. So that is why I don't want that. That thing is the only thing that you gotta master and see. You understand? So this is where the market can go once it breaks out this trend line. I hope you are listening very carefully and very well. So it can break out around 9, around 8. And you understand? So you don't just come here and say, I said it's a buy, you enter buy. No, you wait for it to break the trend line, then you enter. So here you can see there's a possible resistance that can make us reverse. You can come here, do a major key. Remember, guys, in the modification, there's what we call a mana key. This is just a mana key. You understand? So when you say mana, there's a major trend and a minor trend. So you're just connecting from a mana trend line. So here you can see this is how it is. You don't have to lose focus when you analyze, understand? Because once you lose focus, that's where the problem comes. So you can see at this certain place where it plays around, it has a bigger problem. But it's a zone though, you understand? So I don't want to recreate it. Hence, I'm telling you, if it comes at the top, break this trend line, we're gonna enter buy. But if it continues selling, I feel like we could just leave it and then we're gonna enter it basically when we see a proper entry point for sales. Because here, there's basically a head and shoulder. You know how long does head and shoulders take to respect, right? You don't actually control it, you don't know where it will reverse. But you'll see by it when it reverse, understand? So I don't want to say it's head and shoulder before it create another shoulder there, you understand? It has to create a shoulder for me to say it's a head and shoulder. So yeah, let's do this again. Let's come here and then let's take this one below here because that's where the rejections plays around. Once it breaks this, taking buying opportunities is risk. So you don't have to take them here. You can see them. Take them when we break this trend line. We can move a long way with this trend line. Understand? I get to understand that that trend line is very, very strong. So you can see we never had buying opportunities. So it's very important to understand that buying opportunities ain't yet stronger than sells. Understand? Because we haven't yet a structure for it. But then if it breaks this trend line, believe me or not, we're gonna come here. So as much as it's playing this side, just relax. The market will actually do whatever you want at its right time. We don't control it. The market, we follow it. You understand? So if it does this, we do that. That is the concept of the market. So here, what we can understand is we're gonna create our highest point. and our current lowest point. You know, guys, I give you guys proper information here. You know, I teach you how to draw certain things. You know, like I'm making you guys a beast, like I am. You know, I want to create a lot of beasts. You understand? So that in the game, man, the game should be boring. Well, everybody's winning. You all been taught a lot of things with 15Ks, 20Ks, 100Ks internationally paying dollars, but you never learned this kind of information because they're greedy, understand? Even if you pay, they don't want you to be like them. But man, like pay, don't know, pay. This information can make you a fucking beast. So mind my words, guys. So if you can check here, there's a trend line. It's very important to cater this trend line because there's the same trend line that is going to give you a proper entry point to the top side. What is the importance of an upper trend? Is to give you proper bullish trades. You understand? It wasn't made to create sales. Don't say it will break. I see people creating, nah, bruh, we'll see that once it breaks. It's like here, it been creating sales. Once it breaks, that's when we started creating buys. You understand? So here you don't have to be in a rush to create sales. Nah, wait for it to be broken. Once it's like this, tend to understand that buys, men, are very, very strong. And if you can see at the top side, I have two touches. First, second, I don't have the third one. You gotta move from here. I need this trend line. I need a touch there so that I can go to the top side. Yes, I know it's possible for you to take me from this retest, take me to the top side, but I know that will be so easy. You gotta be so difficult. You understand? The market has to be difficult. So it has to touch this trend. Once US30 touches this trend line, trust me, I'm going to swing that trade. This one. I know here it's a retest. Probably everybody saw that. But where there's everyone, there's a bigger problem. The market wants you alone. Us, you'll get the entry point correct. So we come here. And you see on USD, it's like too early for you to reach, understand? So here, probabilities of taking buys are high because this is just a retest. So you can take a risk, take buys. Man, don't swing them until it touches the trend line. So basically, let me teach you how the trend line can be taught. So it can move from here, place, and then the trend line can be touched there. That's where you enter your swing trades. For now, no swinging trade to the top because bearish might be taking you out, and then you find that like you don't know the market, and well, you know the market, it's just that you got the step. You understand? So let's adjust this trend line and see if ever what's gonna happen and what is it that we're gonna see. Understand? So let's do this. You see, first touch, the very important one is the second touch, third. You see, here is just near, guys, to reach. So let's go to a daily time frame. So a daily time frame. So even if to set baits in order for the market to reach at a certain point, it's very important. Don't be in a hurry to just enter a trade. Nah, that's what kills a lot of people. You just wanna see yourself inside a trade. FOMO, fear of missing out. What are you fear of missing? Because you're always losing. You just wanna see yourself losing a trade. You guys don't get tired of losing, right? You don't actually get tired of losing. So we can't create trend lines where there's no trend line. We always create where there's. So here we can say we're gonna take our long once you touch here, because probabilities of you touching here are high. And we're not gonna leave you there. There we're gonna try to take a buy there with you. If you take us out, it's okay, but we know very well that long we need to get it there very well. You understand? So you come here, we create a trend line here. You get the point. So you can see that I created trend lines and support and resist. Like I believe in those things. Zones, I believe patterns, I believe in it. I never said anything doesn't work in pure price action. Trust me, everything works. That is why you see me every entry point. I know all of those things. I feel like people when they say something doesn't work, support doesn't work, is because you don't understand it. No, it's bad because now you see that you don't understand it. Yeah, it's really bad. I want you to feel it, that you don't understand it. Now you want people to feel like some things they don't work. They work. You just don't understand. Understand? Others people are quick to judge things, but they're slow enough to understand that they don't understand those things. You see how is it selling? So you gotta be careful. You gotta be very careful because the market really have to go to the top. But check how it's playing around, man. It's still, yo, man, like, so the buys, we can try to take them here. You can try taking your buys there. If they take you out, they shouldn't take you a lot. Just put your stop loss below. Take you out, you relax. You wait for the market to reach at this. I need this one. I just need the trend line, you know. If it will reach with rejection and come back at the top, enter and never exit the trade. It will be even a double bottom there. So yeah. So basically, we can try trades here. If we fail, we're gonna take them here. Very important. So yeah, done with this one. Let's jumping into GER30. Yeah, you see GER30 now is trying to give us those buys vibe to show us, bruh, we might buy. You know, and I want the buys, bruh. Like I want the buys. GER30, you man, like I always tell you guys with GER30, me and GER30, we're not actually friends. Understand? I'm a pretender. I like trading when I see good opportunities. And yo, bruh, like I'm not consistent with it. Like without no lies, guys, I'm not really, really consistent with GER30. I can analyze it perfectly, but I call it sprinter. So what it does is every direction that it take with a bigger candlestick. So imagine bigger candlestick are busy taking people out, and then the next thing you take my direction. So what I realized about US30 and NAS100, yes, they are powerful, but they don't sprint like this one. This one is a sprinter. It has the whole energy in the game. I get the point. So my point is GER30, it's not a good thing to trade from my side. So you see here, you can see now we break out a trend line. This actually refer a possible continuation, right? Go continue with it. GER30, bro, it's not a friend. It's not a friend, this one. This one wants to take all of our money. You understand? I think it's the first time you hear me saying something is like really, really like not like that good, bro. Like GER30. I see a lot of people killing it 2 times, 3 times. Hey, for the fourth time now, I see them being killed by it. It's a weapon, bro. Like yes. You see here, it was supposed to respect the third touch. It didn't. It can move here and come here and go, bro. Like just go and check in the previous part what happened. I know GER30 very well. So you see here, it's a breakout. Same time retest, we're coming here. So here we can start looking for selling opportunities. That's GER30, man. I haven't yet seen a direction where we're going, right? Don't get me wrong, guys. But on the weekly, I can see that it says we are on a bearish mode. So let's just adjust this trend line because it's very important. Let's just, because I think they want us to take this trend line here. Yeah. I think it's possible for us to take it there. Why? The two touch here, first, second here. So we can take it based on the touch there. I like I always say the first thing first is the second touch that makes everything matters. First, second, third there. So that's where everything follows. You understand? Breakout, going to the top. So you can see, guys, that GER30 is actually on a selling motion. Understand? As much as you can see here, there's a zone here, which is like making it to reverse. This zone once made a bigger movement, possible of making a bigger movement are high. So if you want to enter buys for GER30, what you do is you create your zone here, your resistant. Once you break out that resistant, it gives you higher probabilities of the buys. Here where it is, it's not safe for you. So you gotta wait. I can enter there, put my stop loss there because I'll be willing to lose. But at the end of the day, wait for it to move here, come here. Once it at the top, that's a risk. It's not a risky trade, understand? Better than anything, rather than taking a risky trade, let's just put this one. Let's use this one. Yeah, so you need to wait for it to break this one. Once it break this one, comes to the top, we know where we're heading. You understand? It's like here, check. It came back, broke here, and then did what went to the top. Came here, broke here, did what went to the top. So it's very important to wait for it to break this. This is just a small portion whereby you need to take risk and the market might take you out. You understand? So yeah. Pure price action, guys. Pure price action. It's all about understanding. So you can see that the buys are very like strong and everything is perfect. And where they reverse its zones, you understand? But I feel like today you might leave GER30 alone. But I know GER30 is a sprinter, bro. Once it gives us a big candlestick comes here, same time. Understand? So I feel like even like where the candlestick have opened is very important to check that. Unless I can teach that in my full course so that you get to understand it. So let's go to 60 minutes time frame and check what is it that we see. Here we see a proper buying opportunity. Understand? If it closes with this bullish, you can just continue with it. But at this resistant, it's very like skeptical to say it will break it. But so far, if this closes with the bullish candlestick, you can enter because this is just a pullback. You understand? It's just like it move like this and then plays around, plays around, plays around. Let me remove this one. So it actually moved like this, plays around, plays around, plays around. the next thing, it will move to the top side. You understand? So yes, you can enter there, take a risk there. So you guys, when you enter a trade, you don't like saying you're taking a risk. Every trade is a risk. You understand? Whatever you see, every trade, it's a risk. So here, we don't actually gonna wait for this support, because if you can check it here, you can see you have a proper trend line that can take you to the top. Once it breaks this trend line, there's a problem. Big one. You understand? So we can come here, create our proper support there somewhere there. You understand? So we understand that here there's probabilities of us taking buying opportunities. But the main effect, this high, we need to break it so that we can understand that pushing to the top. I've seen a lot of traders scared to take trade here. It's a proper thing. Like you can see that the market moves like this, comes here, pull back, come and break this. So entering here, it's less risk because you're gonna put your stop loss here. Entering here, it's risky because you're gonna put your stop loss here. Understand? So you put your stop loss here, and then you let the market float. So if it closes with bullish, buying opportunities are high for GER30 to move to the top side. If you can take it very well, make you guys understand and comfortable, is we have a trend line here, breakout of a trend line, and then here we have like a retest here. You understand? And 90% rule, it has to end somewhere here. So guys, at the end of the day, guys, this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching this one. Let me upload. I want to upload quick so that you guys can see.